And gentlemen, welcome back to our two-part interview with the Charlie Wysocki. Like we were saying before, Charlie Wysocki is a well-known football player through NEPA. He went to E.L. Myers High School and University of Maryland and all the way up to the pros with the Dallas Cowboys. And this is our interview today. Charlie, we thank you so much for doing our first segment with us, and we are back for our second part today. My first question that I had for you was what was it like to play for the Dallas Cowboys? You know, what was that environment like? Was it completely different from college and high school? I'm sure it was. And what were the players like? What were the coaches like? And did you build any meaningful friendships during your time period on the Cowboys?
Well, I would have to say, friendships. Randy White, half man, half monster. He was the man. He was a Maryland graduate, and he wanted me to be there. He wanted me to be there because there was nobody else from Maryland out there with him, and he was just, outstanding. He used to tell these guys how hard Jerry Claiborne used to work us when we were in school, on the football field. And then I would tell them they didn't believe him, but they would believe me, And the difference between college and pros, you could say it's night and day, but it depends on who you are or where you are. That, serves within itself. And when I say that, it's like when you're on America's team, everybody's great. Everybody's great. When you're like, if I went with like other teams that weren't like totally like mediocre, then like you don't really have to worry about that. You can win a position like you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, definitely.
You can win a position, but if you have people should try. Why you go to Dallas Cowboys when they were like 3 deep or 4 deep? They were like Ron Springs, Robert Newhouse, Tony Dorsett, and they all could have played like just about with anybody. But I said, hey, I'm out here to play too.
Yeah, you weren't messing around.
I wasn't messing around. What I did at Maryland, man, not just anybody could have did that. In fact, I am the second all-time leading rusher in the school's history. Okay. I hold 19 records in the school's history. And there's things I have done that nobody has done before. I carried the ball 50 times. Wow. In one game and against Duke, and I also hold a record for 32 carries and a half the same game.
That's amazing.
And
sounds like you were half man, half monster too.
Well, I may have been the slowest running back in the ACC, or not just in the ACC, but in the NCAA. But when Charlie runs into you, he's going to hurt you.
Yeah, I can tell that.
That was the difference, and that was the difference for me and like Herschel Walker or Marcus Dupree, Johnny Rogers, the boys. I just thank God that He has given me something to work with then. Now it's like over 30 years later, 30 years later, and I can use what I have done then to help me in the church now. I see. You said, I'm a religious figure. I want to be a religious figure. I want the kids, because my coach, Mickey Gorham, he gave me a poem one time. It's a long poem. I don't remember the whole thing, but the beginning starts off, for that little chap who follows me, a perfect example I want to be. For I fear if I go astray, for I fear he'll go the self-same way.
That's amazing, Charlie. And you seem like a very intelligent person. You seem like that you've gotten older. You've been getting your life in order, really been settling down. And it's amazing to see that the great strides in the walk with the Lord that you're taking. And this is my last question for the day. We're wrapping up our interview here. It seems like you've overcome a lot through the years, especially what a lot of people don't know is the mental illness that you've struggled with desperately throughout the years. And you've just came out on top, and you just are triumphant, and you're just making great strides towards your life to become a better person each and every day. And my question was, tell me a little bit about that mental illness and how your walk with the Lord has helped you overcome it.
Okay, I would have to say, number one, I owe everything to the Lord. Okay, because the Lord wasn't putting Charlie anywhere. Other people were counting me out.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Lord, though. You can't mess with the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Amen.
The Lord is the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to also say, I want to say thank you to Emma, because he has put Emma in my path, to right the walk way.
Mm-hmm.
Walk the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to be, a church-going man. I'm a father.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a grandfather of 3. And I love my grandchildren. I look at my grandchildren as a man. It's like for almost 30 years, I'd never seen my daughter grow up.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to be out of my grandchildren's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And my girlfriend, her grandchildren, Emma's grandchildren, I don't want to be out of their lives either.
Mm-hmm.
They're up there in age. They're 18, one's 18, one's 20, and one's 22. And I just want to make the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to knock on doors. I want to knock doors down.
You certainly are, Charlie. And Charlie, we thank you. So we're approaching the end of our interview here. Charlie, I just want to say thank you so much for coming down here today. It's been a very meaningful experience getting to know you a little more. And I'm sure the rest of the YouTube and Facebook world will certainly like to get to know the Charlie Wysocki a little bit more. We're going to saddle up and get to know Mr. Charlie Wysocki. One more thing, Charlie?
One more thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. By this Thursday or Friday, please check out charliewysocki.com. It is up right now. charliewysocki.com, where we're doing a whole new version.
Okay.
Awesome version. Awesome version. And also, I would like to say thank you to the McGahee family, Pastor McGahee, Adam McGahee and his family. I would like to say thank you to Dave Pasella, Dr. Mark Sobel, and all of the Maryland Terp family for helping me and, getting me implants.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you, Charlie, for once again joining us. Like Charlie said, this Thursday, Friday, it is fully operational. Check out charliewysocki.com. And also available in local bookstores is, if you're more interested about Charlie's life, is a book titled Saddle Up Charlie. Is that the name of it, Charlie?
Saddle Up Charlie.
It's a book all about Charlie's life. It's a very interesting tale. We were only able to cover a little bit about Charlie's life in today's interview, but to get the full aspect and just to get the true embodiment of Charlie Wysocki, check that out. And once again, check out his website, charliewysocki.com. Charlie, thank you for joining us today, and have a great day.
Thank you.